Are you ready? Are you ready to create a declutter plan for your year? Now, when I think of people thinking about decluttering, they think it's something you do when they're overwhelmed, they feel super behind. I just had someone say to me, Tracy, I am so sick of this. I can't take it anymore. And I'm like, you know what? We don't have to wait till we get to that point. We can start and plan decluttering this year right now. And that's what I'm going to help you do today. 2 years ago, I created a calendar that I love. It's not a planner. It is a calendar, but it has everything you need on each page. And that is available. I have it available at simplysquaredaway.com/plan. And when you purchase, you get immediate access. It has a 13-page black and white calendar PDF. It has a 26 full wall calendar PDF. And you get the Canva template so you can customize it yourself. You can make a copy of it in Canva and customize it yourself. And you can have it printed out there if you want to. And I have an instructional video that walks you through my plan your year process. So everything you need is there if that's of interest to you. But today we are going to look at creating your declutter plan for the year.
Are you ready to work less, feel more organized and productive, streamline repetitive tasks, and implement systems that allow your coaching business to run smoothly even without you? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Organized Coach Podcast, your go-to source for practical tips and solutions. I'm your host, Tracy Hoth, professional organizer, certified life coach, simplifying expert, and most of all, down-to-earth fellow coach just like you. No matter if you think you're missing the organizing gene, have ADHD, or just love anything organizing, I'm here to help you become an organized coach with a business that works for you. Pull up a seat and let's get started.
Let's create our declutter plan. Inside Organized Life Academy, I don't teach random decluttering. Well, same with Organized Coach Academy. I don't want to teach anything random. Although one thing I have noticed is clients tell me, oh, Tracy, I was in this area and I just cleaned this part out. And I was like, yes, that is what organized people do. There's more evidence that you see it, are aware of it, and you're organized because you just do it in the moment. But on the most part, I want to teach how to create a plan, how to declutter with a plan. So we create a yearly declutter plan. I decide each month what the focus is, and I have timelines. There's a destination that makes it feel calm and like you have a plan instead of chaotic. So today I want to show you how I do this for Organized Life Academy and how you can use the same exact process for your home and for your business. So I want to talk about it both home and business and how to create a declutter plan. First thing is there's no right place to start. I think people think, oh, I got to start in the right place. It matters, I need to find out where I should start. It all feels overwhelming, but really there's no right or wrong place to begin. You can start in the kitchen, the garage, your email, your digital files, wherever you want. What matters is not where you start. What really matters is that you decide and then you don't change your plan, that you focus in on what you've made the decision to do. Because I think that's what happens. We get bored of that and then we switch our focus, or it's not going as fast as we want. So we decide this wasn't the right place to start. So no, we are going to decide and then we're going to plan it out so that we actually do it. So when people feel stuck, it's usually because everything feels like it needs to be done at once and they sit in that feeling of there's so much, it's so overwhelming. So the first gift you give yourself is focus by deciding where you're going to start. Step one is that I break the year into focus areas. So inside Organized Life Academy, just because it happens naturally, I divide the year into 12 months and each month gets one main focus. For example, this year, January's focus is decluttering and organizing the bathrooms. Last year, I started January with the kitchen. So see, there's no right area. Either one works, but it's just picking the area that you want to do. So you're not trying to organize the whole house. You just kind of erase the rest of the stuff that needs to get done. I always say there's a piece of paper with everything written on it, and you are taking another piece of paper, a blank one, and you're setting it down on top of that one with everything on it and cutting a little hole, a little circle to see the word bathroom. And that is all you're focusing on. Each session or each space has its own month. And that alone removes so much overwhelm. You can do the same thing in your business. 1 month might be, I am going to declutter and organize my digital files. In February, I'm going to declutter and organize my email. In March, I'm going to do my funnels. I'm going to go through my funnels. You get what I mean? You could do financials. You could do your office space, but one theme per month. It just makes it kind of a natural time because it's divided by months, and we kind of plan our other things by month. And you can even take a month off. Decide on purpose, I am not doing anything this month. Okay, so step 1 is break the year into focus areas. And I do that sometimes by drawing a picture. Like if I drew a picture of my house, or starting at the front door, coming in with a piece of paper on a clipboard, and I'm just going to write every area I see that I want to do. Write them all down and then separate them by the month. Same with your business. Sit there in your office, look around, open your computer, you're going to see what has been bugging me. What do I need to focus on? Write all those things down and separate them out, one theme or focus area per month. Okay, step 2, at the beginning of each month, you're going to plan that project. You have your one focus and you're going to plan the project. So decluttering is not a vague wish. It is a project with a start and an end date. And at the beginning of each month, we have a planning call in Organized Life Academy where we plan what we're going to do. We decide, what are we decluttering? How are we going to do it? When are we going to do it? And you know how you plan anything? Do you know the answer to this? It's by using the organizing steps. You plan a project by using the same organizing steps that you decluttered the closet with. When you're overwhelmed, use these steps on your brain. Use these steps to organize your calendar or a project in your business, but you use the same organizing steps. So the first thing we do is sort. We write down all the things. Let's just use the bathroom since that's our focus in January. You sort everything that you need to do in the bathroom, and you can do it by area. Like I have 2 cabinets and 2 drawers and a medicine cabinet with 3 sections. You can separate it like that, or you can separate it by category. If I was doing the closet, I would want to separate it by category. I have t-shirts and sweatshirts and jeans and shoes and tank tops and short sleeve shirts and sweaters and PJs. So I would separate it by category and write all those things down. Then you go back through each category and you purge. Now, we're not in the space right now doing it. We're just planning. So I write all those things that I need to go through, and then I go back through and purge. And when you're planning, and it's something on paper, you use the 4 Ds. You can look through those things and say, okay, what am I going to delay? I just really don't have time to do every single thing in my closet, in my email, in my bathroom. But I am going to do these things. So I'm going to delay other things. Maybe there's something you can delegate. What could you delegate? Could you say, husband, can you please do this? Or child, can you please do this? Or professional organizer, can you come in and do this for me? So you can delegate, you delay, you delete. You just know there is no way this month I have time to do blah, 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 to go through all my shoes or whatever it is. You delete that completely. You're just not going to do it. Or it doesn't need to be done. Like you already did it last year and you feel fine with your shoes. And so you're going to delete that. And then you're left with what you're going to do. Now, those things that you're going to do, you're going to assign homes to. That means you're going to put them on your calendar. You're going to block out time on your calendar. And you contain them in an appointment with a start and an end time. That's the contain step. So sort, purge, assign homes, and contain. Now we've contained and assigned homes to every task that we've decided to do this month. That leads to a very organized project, right? Because we know exactly what we need to do. And then we energize. We feel the energy that if we just follow these steps, we're going to complete the project and we're going to have the project done. But we need to maintain the plan. So we have to look at the plan and make adjustments if something came up and we have to change things out. So keep looking back at the plan. Here's the key that a lot of people miss. They think that they have to do something every day. For my bathroom, I could schedule 1 2-hour block on a Saturday, or I could schedule 4 15-minute sessions during the week, and that's it. I'm not having to live in declutter mode the whole entire month. You're just working your plan. So whatever you created, and remember, you're kind of testing it. You're testing this idea that you want to do 15 minutes every day or every weekday or 30 minutes every weekend day. You're going to test it this month and see how it goes and evaluate it at the end of the month. You are working a plan. And then step 3, before you get started, I want you to choose your destination before you start. This is the most important part to make the decluttering easier. So you don't just walk into a room and just start throwing things away. You walk in with a destination in mind. For my bathroom, one thing I've been thinking about a lot lately, just for my house and my business in general, is I want to feel spoiled in this space. I want to feel elevated. I only want my favorite and best products that I actually use that are invigorating. I don't know, the best face serum, the best lotion. My daughter just gave me the best healer lotion for your face that she's been using, and her skin looks amazing. So I bought that. I want that to be there next to this beautiful orange drop kind of thing bottle that I bought at Costco of vitamin C serum. I was putting nothing, and now I'm like, okay, I want to feel spoiled. I want to see those two things in there and just feel so luxurious. I only want my favorite and best products that I use, not the one thing I bought and then I didn't really like it, but I kept it because I spent money on it. I don't want any of that. Everything should be easy to find. And the other thing I'm thinking about is if I were moving, it would be ready to pack. I wouldn't have to go say, I need to declutter my bathroom because I don't want to bring all this junk with me. No, I want everything in there to be something that I would take with me to a new place. And if that were to happen, if I were to put my house up for sale because magically God gave us the dream house that I want, then if someone came in to view it the next day and they opened a cabinet, it would feel spacious. I always remember the first time I went to look at a house, like when we were first buying a house. I remember walking into the house that we ended up actually buying. And part of the reason I think I bought it was because she had it so cleaned out. It was a small house, not a lot of space, not a lot of closet space, but she had it so cleaned out, like so spacious looking, that I thought to myself, even though I think I have more stuff than what would fit in here, I want to live like that. So when someone comes into my house, I put it up on the market and they come in to look at it, I want them, if they open a cabinet, to have that same thought. So that's going to be my filter. That's the destination I'm choosing before I even start. If I haven't used this in the last 6 months to a year, it goes. If it would not make me feel proud if someone saw it, it goes. And I don't have to use someone else. I don't mean I base what I want on what someone else would think, but that's how I'm viewing it. Those are my little rules that I'm filtering through my decisions. So I have broken the year into focus areas. At the beginning of each month, I'm going to plan the project, and I've chosen the destination before I even start. So regarding that house, when we moved in and put all our stuff in there, suddenly it felt more crowded. And later I realized they had staged their life. But that is how I want to live. I want that minimalist staging feeling for myself. Now, you might not be there. You might not care. You might not want the same things, but you decide what you want your destination to be. Now, let's look at it for your business. You're going to use the exact same framework. Step 1 is you divide your business into focus areas and then spread them across the year. So you're not feeling like you have to do everything and you have so much to do. You have it scheduled out. And I remember in one of the episodes, I was telling someone, you are organized because you've scheduled things out. You're organized because you've put a focus area and spread them across the year. Okay, there's just proof that you are organized. Even if it doesn't flow out the way you thought, even if one month you have to cross it off because you didn't do it the previous month, it's totally fine. But you're organized because you have them spread out. Then at the beginning of each month, make an appointment on your calendar right now. Decide what you are decluttering and when. Now, if you're not good at that, at making the appointment and planning it out at the beginning of each month, that's when you join Organized Life Academy, because I already have a call scheduled. That's the call we do at the beginning of each month, and it helps you walk through it. And then step 3, choose your decision filters. So here's an example for business. Will I use this in the next 6 to 12 months? Have I looked at this recently? Would I download this again if I were starting fresh? If everything was off my computer, would I download this item again? Now, I have downloaded so many freebies and I never look at them. I do it in the moment. I do it because there's some, this is going to run out after this amount of time. Or I think, SEO is important, so I'm going to download this because one day when I'm ready to work on SEO, I want to have this here. And then I never look at it again. So would I download it again right now? No, I want everything to be clean. And I want to trust that when I decide to work on SEO, I will have everything I need. I will find the information on the internet that I need. I will find an expert like my friend Rachel, who I will go to and have her help me do the SEO. I will go to her website. She has a freebie on her website. I will download that. I know I don't need anything else cluttering up my computer. I could take that whole freebie folder stuff and just delete all of it. And I would feel, what would I feel? Freedom. I maybe feel a little discomfort, a little fear, but then I reframe my mind, redirect my mind to know and trust that I will have everything I need. I have 4 things right now that I'm working on. I don't need anything else. Same goes for email folders, digital files, funnels, systems that you have. And with business and digital stuff, you really can use the format of 15 minutes at a time. You can totally use it in your house too, and I recommend it. It's been changing my clients' lives to do 15 minutes at a time. So you can do it on your computer really well. You just take one folder. I have so many email folders on the side that I've kept from different experts. I could just go through one folder every day. Don't get stuck thinking that's dumb. That's not going to make a difference. You're not going to see the difference. No, you totally are. By the end of the month, you've gone through 30 folders. And what happens is if you go through one and it goes really fast, you're like, let me just do another one. And you maybe do 5 one day. You maybe do that in 10 minutes. You can take one inbox category. You can take one funnel and look at it, one freebie, whatever it is, one digital file. So to go back to one of my favorite decluttering questions is, if this space were empty, would I put this back? So when I looked around my office, I thought, okay, I 100% would put my standing desk back. My chair I'm sitting in, I don't know. I don't think it's that comfortable. So I might not put that chair back. My lamp, I don't know. I need light. It's small, but would I choose it? I don't know. It's kind of interesting to think about. And would I put it back because it's free and I already have it? That's a different question. Would you put it back and pay full price? There's an old dresser that I have that I used for probably all my kids. It's been in their bedroom, but now they don't need it anymore. They each have their own. And so I have this dresser in my closet and it's holding stuff and my printer's on top of it, but literally it's become a place to put stuff. And one of my clients just told me this yesterday. She's like, anytime I have something and it has a surface, I'm going to fill the surface up. Exactly. So why not get rid of it? I think I need to look through those drawers. When I get to my office, the month that we go through our office, I can make those decisions. Look how organized that is. I already know, because we have it mapped out in Organized Life Academy, I already know what month my office is going to be worked on and organized. And I know that month I can go through that. I don't have to mess with that now. I don't have to think about it. And that the way that question, if this space were empty, what would I put back? It kind of flips it so you're not asking, what do I need to get rid of? Because when you ask that, I feel For me, at least, and a lot of clients that I've helped, it kind of makes you clamp up or close in, makes me feel tight. It makes my shoulders come forward and be like, don't take anything. So don't ask yourself, what can I get rid of? Ask yourself, what deserves to stay? What am I currently working on? What am I prioritizing right now in my life? And can I let this other thing go? So when you create a declutter plan for the year, by having the plan, you stop reacting and you start leading. You start leading your life. You know what you're going to do. It's a form of organization. You prove that you are organized. It's more evidence. You stop thinking, oh, one day I should deal with that. And you start thinking, this is already scheduled. It's on my calendar. That's what creates peace. Now, use this system, use those 3 steps for your home, your office, your emails, your business, your files. You have 1 year. You choose 12 focus areas. You plan at the beginning of every month, and you have a really clear destination. You have really clear intentions to filter your decisions through. That is how you create a decluttered life and one that stays that way. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Remember, if you want that plan already created for you, you want that planning call and time already scheduled on your calendar, and you want help creating the destination and tweaking it and getting ideas about it and having the support to make it happen, then join me in Organized Life Academy at simplysquaredaway.com/OLA. Also, if you want the calendar, how to plan your year, that is at simplysquaredaway.com/plan. Have an amazing day. Go create your declutter plan right now. Wait, if you're finding this podcast useful, you must check out the Organized Coach Academy. It's my course where I walk you through every step to get your business organized, to get yourself organized, to save money and time, to prepare to hire someone, to do all the things that you want to do in your business with ease. Check that out at simplysquaredaway.com/OCA. Also, I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but I would love it. It's my way of knowing that you're enjoying the podcast if you leave a written review. I have lots of freebies for you. They're linked in the show notes. You can find them in my bio on Instagram at Tracy Hoth. And until next week, have a beautiful day.